So I'm always really like, okay, all right. I've been having a lot of dreams. Sometimes I have 2 or 3 in a night, and constant information from the Lord and entities that are in alignment with the Lord, i.e., angels. And it's been happening for a long time. And anyway, I'm supposed to talk about the dream that I had last night, and not this. Wow, okay, so I was in a situation where I came upon some people that I had known in my past, and people that I don't really have a very high opinion of necessarily, or the way that they acted. It's not that I have a low opinion of them, but their actions is what I have a low opinion of, and it's hard to separate the two sometimes. But I walked in, like, it was like coming up on the situation, and these people were like trying to imitate me. I mean, to the point where I was confused about the whole situation. Like, what are you doing? I mean, to the point where you're kind of laughing. I mean, but you're also horrified and shocked. And I rarely get shocked, so that's, something in and of itself for me. But yeah, it was something else. I mean, like the level of imitation and the level of entitlement to do that. I mean, really, really bad, really bad, really humiliating for them. And like, I did have a feeling of like, how dare you, like, what are you doing? And that also distinct feeling of like shock and horror, just also amazement at what I was seeing. And I know that's gone on a lot. But the thing about it for me was I was completely aware of everything that was happening. And they were absolutely making fools of themselves. Like, there was no dignity in anything they were doing, and anybody could see that. And also they were together. I keep saying they because confirmations, because there were 2 of them in the stream, 2 females. And I mean, it was like they were older, much older, but still trying to pretend they were a younger me or something like that. It was super intrusive too. I mean, it was demonic is what I would call it. Because there are, no, it's just demonic. No, that's just demonic. And it's not the people, but the spirits that are occupying their vessels. And that's really hard to separate that sometimes too, because you see people not only doing really wild stuff, and they don't even realize they're doing it is a thing. Most people don't realize it when they're doing it. I'm not really sure what the difference is always, but there's always a, awareness is a big deal. But this dream was like, I remember waking up from it and just feeling disgusted and just like, just yuck in every way. And even, yeah, it was just really bad. And I assume that's still going on with all of the copycatting and the doppelgangers and the whatever it is that people get themselves all twisted up into. I don't even know. I mean, I do, but like at the same time, that's not something that I ever suffered from. I never wanted to be anyone else. That's not something that I mean, I understand it, but at the same time, it's not really something that I felt myself. I never suffered under the illusion that anybody's life was any better than mine. My mom used to tell me that when I was a kid, I would complain about something or other, and she'd say, you know what? And this might not go over very well with everybody, but because I do understand that aspect of it too. But like she'd say, Rebecca, you're white. You're pretty, you're smart, you're well-spoken, you have good manners, stop complaining. And that was never lost on me to be. And the other thing she would say is, no matter how anybody's life looks, everybody has their bullshit. Everybody does. I mean, she didn't exactly use the word bullshit, but like everybody has their stuff. Everybody has their demons, so to speak, to deal with. And so don't envy anyone. And I got that really clearly from her. I didn't see her doing that. But I did want what other people wanted or what other people had sometimes, but I never wanted to be them. But there's a pretty big difference there. But still, it's not a good thing to envy people, no doubt. No doubt. But that's what this dream was about. That's where envy had led these people. Like their pride and their vanity had led them to this really absurd and sad too. Just like, because, when you start caring about yourself and when you start realizing how special you are, you realize everybody else is that way too. Everybody else is special too. Just because they're acting like jerk-offs doesn't mean they're not special. And so it's, that's why there's, like the two greatest commandments: love the Lord thy God with all your heart, soul, body, everything you got. And second of all, love each other as you have been loved by Christ, namely. And the amount of patience that the Lord has with us and the amount of love that we're treated with. And it may not always seem that way, but that's because you're not in alignment with the Lord. That's another thing I've learned from him just in the last, couple of years. Is like, you can pray for, phone kind of gets a little bit heavy after a while. It's like at an awkward angle. But you can pray all you want for people. And it's not that God can't help them. It's just that when they're not in alignment with the Lord, it's harder to see. Well, it's also harder to see the bad things, being used for good. But God does that too. That's an amazing thought, that even your mistakes, God will turn them, like the things that like bad mistakes, like not bad, but the mistakes that you've made, he'll turn them to your good. And that's amazing that he has that much love for us, that he'll even make our screw-ups useful. So, but that dream was last night. I've been having a lot of dreams of zombies lately and things like that, which always means demons, like negative energy, lower vibrational energies are around. Yeah, I guess, I don't know, I uploaded a really interesting, because I had some really interesting visions about Jacob's Ladder. They were really beautiful too, really beautiful, like very psychedelic, and I wasn't even close to any on anything. I don't think I was even stoned at all. But anyway, though, I think I uploaded that video onto here. Pretty sure that I did. But those were beautiful visions that the Lord gave me. Beautiful visions. Just really beautiful. Like, I'd love to paint a picture of that. I mean, I wouldn't be able to really do it justice, but I would try. And that would be cool. That would be a cool thing to do. But for now, I think I'm going to head up into the mountains in the next day or two to see what I can do for the citizens of Tennessee to anything. I don't know exactly what they need. I don't have money right now, so that's not really a resource I can offer, but I have myself, and that's a lot. There's a lot I can do. So, but if you're watching this, and you made it this far, congratulations, and, prayers are always appreciated. So, anyway, if you haven't given your life to Christ, please think about it, because it's probably the most important thing you could ever do for yourself, for your kids, for your friends, for your parents, for your sisters, your brothers, for everything and everyone around you. Even if you only have a pet, God makes you a better person. He really does. It's a beautiful thing. So, like all around better person. And it's really beautiful. I love you, Father. He gets me drunk in the spirit often, so, I'm sure some people might think that I'm high or that I'm, but no, I'm just drunk in the spirit most of the time. Okay. So before I start getting a giggle attack, thank you, Father. Seriously. Um, I'm gonna go. Love, blessings, and compassion to everyone. Take care of yourselves. Take care of one another. Peace be with you.